An explicit documentary on the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard defamation case will be released. Later this month, a two-part documentary on Johnny Depp's $50 million, £43.2 million, trial against ex-wife Amber Heard will be broadcast. The show is a sequel to Johnny vs. Amber on Discovery+, which followed Depp's 2020 libel case against the British newspaper The Sun for branding him a wife abuser. According to a press release from Discovery+, the U.S. trial in Johnny v. Amber will purportedly give a forensic description of the major evidence and turning points in the case from both sides and disclose in graphic detail the battles inside the dysfunctional and turbulent A-list marriage. During the standing ovation for Don't Worry, Darling, Harry Styles gives Nick Kroll a kiss on the lips. According to a rumor from NME earlier this week, it will be released on Monday, September 19. According to news reports, the two-part series has interviews with Depp's attorneys, legal professionals, and journalists. It also includes behind-the-scenes footage of the case that riveted America's attention and led to a separate social media trial that decisively favored Depp. In order to provide an alternative version of events that show Johnny to be a victim of domestic abuse himself, the first episode would reportedly focus on Depp's perspective, including his abusive childhood and drug habits. The focus of episode 2 will be Heard's perspective, including her full description of the alleged sexual assault told on camera for the first time, and how Depp supporters savagely abused her on social media. In a 2018 op-ed for The Washington Post titled, "I Spoke Up Against Sexual Violence, and Faced Our Culture's Fury," Depp, 59, accused Heard of abusing him and sued her for $50 million. That needs to alter. Heard, 36, sued Depp for $100 million in retaliation for allegedly launching a smear campaign against her. The jury reached a judgment on June 1, 2022, following 3 days of deliberations. They concluded that Heard had slandered Depp on all 3 counts. She was urged to grant him $5 million in punitive damages and $10 million in compensatory damages, £8 million. Nevertheless, Fairfax County Circuit Judge Penny Escarate reduced the latter to the $350,000 state legal cap. Heard received $2 million, £1.6 million, in compensatory damages but no punitive penalties when it was determined that she had only partially won her case. With the assistance of her counsel, the Aquaman actor appealed the $10.35 million judgment in July, claiming that the court made errors that prohibited a just and equitable verdict compatible with the First Amendment. The next day, Depp submitted a notice of appeal over the $2 million defamation award the jury had mandated that he pay his ex-wife.